In this video, I'm going to share 5 easy jobs that any student can get into. These pay between £15 or even more, and this is going to be something any student can actually dive in to earn some money on the side. And let's dive straight into it. So the first option would be youth sports referee. So your job here is pretty much to oversee any secondary school sport. You want to make sure that the students or the people participating are following the rules and regulations. You just need to be responsible of their health and making sure everyone's behaving properly. You need to watch, the gear of the student. This could be football, this could be whatever sport really. So to be fair, this job isn't that demanding. You just need to supervise. You just need to have some sort of responsibility over secondary school students. So this could be between year 7 to about year 11. You also have to kind of make sure you have a decent character, you're respected to some degree, of course, because dealing with higher students in secondary school can be a bit of a pain and a headache. But besides from that, it's a pretty straightforward job and you can earn around £15 per hour. If you do have a higher qualification, then you probably can earn even more than that. Or if you're on a higher score, then you can probably earn even more than that. But you can earn between that £13 to £15 for a straightforward job doing this, a few hours if you can get into the right school. In addition to this, if you are someone who's trying to get into that sport industry or something to do with sport, then you can actually use this for some sort of work experience. Or if you're even trying to get into teaching, you can also use this for work experience. So it's still going to add to whatever you're trying to do in the future, as well as doing this on the side whilst being a student. Now for the second option, this is being a babysitter. So I've said this in several videos now, being a babysitter is such a lucrative job as a side thing to do. It doesn't, it's not going to take up your whole day. It's something you can do while the parents of the children are out. So your main role is just to be responsible over either one child or it could be multiple, but you do get paid based on the child you're looking after. So you can't even get more if there are 2 kids you have to look after. But your responsibility is to just feed the child, bathe the child, make sure the child's doing the homework, making sure they're having fun, and you can just chill whilst they're doing whatsoever they're doing. You just need to, of course, understand that you're looking after children, so you have to make sure their safety is your #1 priority. If you're a full-time babysitter, then you can earn a lot more money than this because it's going to be a full-time job. But doing it as a side thing for a few hours or even 6 hours maybe when the parents are out, then you can still earn a bit of dough from doing it. And if you really do want to make this just a chill job, then you can also reach out to your neighbors or people who you live around. If they have kids, you can just opt for yourself to look after the kids for a few hours. If you're someone that really likes children as well, then this is something you can definitely do. It's going to be something you're happy to do and you get paid doing something you enjoy doing. Now the third option is being a web designer, and your primary goal is to work closely with clients to help them to build a website, improve the website, and just add whatsoever they really need to be added to either a website they already have or to make a whole brand new website. There are several website building templates already out there that make this actually quite easy, so it's not something really daunting. There is a bit of a learning curve with some websites, but it's something you can definitely teach yourself. You don't require a degree for this. You don't really have to put several thousands of hours to actually learn how to do this, but it is something that when you master the skill, then this is something you can actually add to your resume. It's something that is going to be beneficial for you in the future, and there's so much money you can actually earn from this if you can connect to the right people who need your service. As a web designer, you can actually earn about £20, even more. To be fair, this can easily increase to 40s, 50s easily. You can actually go onto like Fiverr, for example. You can put yourself out there. That's where you can actually start from. Eventually you can gain even more connections to actually begin to help even more people to build websites. This can be something you start being a student and eventually get into when you're older and actually begin to earn a ton of money from. Now for the fourth option, this is going to be a delivery service driver. So there's several jobs that require delivery. This could be Argos, this could be Sainsbury's, this could be Uber Eats, this can be delivery. There are definitely a lot of jobs that require delivery, but not every single one pays £15. But if you dive into and look into the bigger companies or the Tesco's and stuff, and delivering food to people's homes and just doing major big deliveries, then you can definitely earn a lot more from this. Or you can go through the more smaller route of Uber Eats and Deliveroo and stuff, and earning a smaller amount of money for multiple deliveries that you make. So the difference between this is you're going to earn smaller amounts that eventually adds up to a lot more money, or you can just go with the hourly rate of the bigger companies that will eventually pay you based on how long you work in that day. But regardless of what way you go, you still can earn a lot of money from delivery. The main requirement for this, of course, is that you have to have passed your driving test and you must have been driving for about 2 years. Besides from that, this is a job that any student can actually get into. There's usually a high demand for this kind of job, and it can be really really high pay, and it's also kind of fun because you're not really working in one place. You are going about, you're doing several things, you're going to different places, so it's a bit more fun than the regular day-to-day job where you're kind of in one store and you're there for about 6-7 hours doing absolutely nothing. So if you do have a driving license and you've been driving for a while and you do want to make some money with that license, then this is the best way you can go about it. You can earn some money from the effort that you put into getting your license. For the fifth option, this is a very lucrative one, and this is being a tutor. If you do have a strong knowledge in one topic, then you can definitely utilize this to earn a lot more money. You can actually start charging from between 20 to 25 pounds, but to be honest, this can also go up to 30, even 40 pounds per hour. So your job here is to work with students. So you can either be working with one student and you're going to earn an hourly rate from that one student, or you can actually tutor maybe 3 to 4 different students, and each of them will still pay you that same hourly rate. So this could either be secondary school students or even higher, depending on what your qualification is and how strong your knowledge is in that topic. But using the example of secondary students, you pretty much need to know exactly what their specification is, what it requires. In addition to this would also help you with your career. If you are going into teaching or anything that requires you to teach or to help, then this is also a strong experience that you can actually gain, and this is something you can add to your resume as well in the future. And now for a bonus one, this would be house cleaning. So this is something that a lot of people look down upon, but if you actually have a couple old people around your area or where you live, or just parents in general, just people in general who actually don't mind you helping to clean, this could be 1 or 2 hours a day, then this is something you can just do in your spare time, help them to clean. You can set your own rate as well. You can actually make this about 10 to 15 pounds per hour. If you find elderly people, then they can even pay you even more. They can feed you and take care of you. You kind of be part of them. Something that is also nice to do, something that might make you feel better about yourself. That sounds kind of mad, but it's something that will help you feel good about just helping the elderly, or just helping people who actually need help in cleaning their home, just keeping it tidy. And if you do want to go about this, of course, you can just reach out to people around you where you live, or you can just go online and find jobs that require people to help clean their homes, and this is something you can just easily find on the internet. And now if you are looking for online side hustles so you can work from the comfort of your home, then you can click on this video right here so you can find the best ones for you. Secondary school students or high school students in whatever